What if you're the one who's going to bring the answer to your own problem? I talked a couple videos ago about conflict and how conflict relates to creativity. They're so interconnected. It takes conflict for creativity. And I think I talked about how I've heard multiple people say that in times like these, in recessions, depressions, this is where billionaires are made. And the point is that there's so much conflict that it squeezes and forces out creative decisions and people and innovation to solve so much conflict and so many problems. And I wanted to ask you this question: why couldn't that be you? I know if I'm going to ask myself that question, it's really easy to ask it, but if I'm real with myself, instantly all the things come to mind that I put in the way, or that I know are obstacles to doing something insane, doing something so big and so different that I've ever done. And it doesn't mean that those things are illegitimate or shouldn't be there. Those are legitimate concerns, but it still makes me question, like, what if this huge conflict over here, why couldn't I be the one to change it, to solve it, to be creative through it? It's a really challenging question, and I think it's something that even asking yourself that question brings value. It doesn't mean that you are the one to solve it, but asking it could start to provoke something out of you, to pull you into a new level of creativity. And even that being said, what if you are the one to come up with the next crazy big idea that is going to be so innovative that it's going to change the world? It could be you. Look at all the great innovators of over time. For instance, Steve Jobs, a brilliant guy, and he built something so massive, but most people know or have heard he started Apple or Macintosh in his garage. And I think he knew that that 1% concept was so true, that if I can just start and just start to attack the conflicts in front of me, the creativity will come out of me and I can innovate beyond something I've ever done before. Just ask yourself that question this week or just today: why not me?